time to get cooking. Have you ever eaten something really tasty and thought to yourself, why is this so delicious?
Yes, I have.
There's a science to it. And joining us this morning to explain is Chef Janon. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Miss Abby. The simplest answer, salt. Salt. When I went to culinary school, a decades or so ago, I got to tell you, that was the most revolutionary thing that I realized, is that not just what salt, adding salt to it, and that restaurants, the reason the restaurant food's so much better, they use way more. Way more. That's why they tell you, cook at home, because, you're practically using it. But what kind of salt also affects the flavor, and how you're using it is also very important. So I came here to nerd out about salt today.
I was going to say, you brought tons of different salts. I didn't even know there was this many different kinds.
And I got to tell you, Abby, I just kind of scratched the surface at this point, but let's go into a little bit of an explanation. So why do we use salts? Obviously to boost the flavor, right? That it just elevates and enhances it, but it's also, it aids your nervous system, right? Salt is needed for your it helps transport the nutrients that you eat with the salt to your cells. So it's also very good and healthy for you. So we need salt. But you've seen this on the table forever. The little gal with the little umbrella, the iodized salt, right? Yes. Now iodized salt has a specific flavor, right? Almost a metallic element to it. But the reason we used iodized salt, because our bodies need iodine for thyroid, for your thyroid health, right? Yeah. But the problem is we can also get it other ways, so we don't need iodized salt. But if you play with it a little, if you touch it, the granules are very small. Yes. And so you end up using, kosher salt has become so much more popular because of the larger granules. That's the next one we have.
Oh, look how much bigger that is. Okay.
Right? So you end up using almost half as much, y'all. About half as much.
Even though these are bigger flakes.
Exactly. Because if you're using weight or volume or whatever for recipe, or just using it to kind of manipulate or how it distributes through the food, kosher salt is quote unquote better because you end up using less of it because of that texture.
Interesting.
Now you've got your two other differences between salt. You got your mined salts and you got your sea salts. You can kind of guess where your sea salts are from, right? So they literally take seawater, and evaporate it to create this salt. So you can get beautiful essence of wherever that salt's from. So this one in particular today, if you want to play in that one, that is a Mediterranean sea salt that just looks like crystal. It looks like glass, doesn't it?
Sand, yeah.
Right? Well, speaking of that,
this really looks like sand.
The other side of it, that's a sea salt, right? This is a mine salt. Pink Himalayan. Now people like pink Himalayan because they say they use less of it, but it's the same because it's the mined salt. It has the thicker granules. But there are other times. I went down to Savory Spice down on Janon. Love them to pieces. Have you ever heard of gray salt?
No, I have not.
Gray salt. It is actually infused with additional minerals from a specific area in France called Guerlain.
This looks really fluffy.
I said it right. It almost looks like wet sand, but yes, give it a taste. Now, there is a thing called timing with salt, right? Okay. Do we add it at the beginning? Do we add it at the end? Finishing salts like the Malden, very popular. Look at these. They look like little pyramids. Because of how they grow, they literally show up as little, diamond-shaped pyramids.
Here comes
I know. I was going to say, God. And in case you wanted to try, please do. I even brought some bread and butter to kind of soak some of it up. Last little bit is the infused salts. We have black salt. You can see on the shelves.
I've seen this on a margarita rim.
Oh, there you go. Usually comes from Hawaii. Now, it's actually infused with activated charcoal. It's not actually lava, but you get a little bit of that extra nutrients. There are things like smoked malt. Oh, give that one a sniff. And then, of course, anything you want to infuse, truffle being one of the most popular of them. Oh, that's the
I've used that before. You know what I put that on?
Campfire.
What do you put that on?
Macaroni and cheese.
Heck yeah, you do.
Oh,
you sprinkle it on anything you want to taste like a campfire. But those are what you call finishing salts, like the truffle salts and infusions. Salt is an excellent infusion. If you have any fresh herbs, right? Dry them out from your garden, add them to your regular iodized or sea salt. Boom, you got your infused salts as well.
Okay, now we know how to take our flavors up a notch.
I think I said salt about 150 times at least.
Way to go.
All right, next hour we're talking about fat.
Yes, it's not a dirty word, I promise.
The other reason food tastes good. Okay, time right now is 6:29. In the meantime, there's all the information for Chef Janon and how to contact her. We'll be back with more news and weather right after this.